Hey there, let's talk about elegance. Not the kind that's just wrapped up in luxury labels or picture perfect social media posts. I'm talking about real elegance, the kind that moves with grace, that speaks with intention, and that radiates a quiet power without needing to prove a thing. Because here's what no one really tells you: being a classy, elegant woman isn't about perfection. It's about presence. It's about investing in yourself, not just your appearance, but your energy, your habits, and the way you carry your life. So today, I want to walk you through 10 timeless tips for becoming a woman of elegance and depth. Not to change who you are, but to refine, elevate, and honor the version of you that's ready to rise. Tip 1. Invest in a quality wardrobe. Build your signature look. Elegance doesn't mean expensive, it means intentional. A classy woman knows her wardrobe is an extension of her presence. So instead of chasing trends, she curates timeless pieces that reflect her personality, her lifestyle, and her energy. Think of crisp white blouses, well-tailored trousers, a little black dress that fits like a second skin, and neutral toned layers that effortlessly mix and match. Choose fabrics that feel good on your skin: cotton, silk, wool, or linen. Your wardrobe should feel like it respects you. Example: you don't need a closet full of clothes to look refined. Start with a few high-quality basics. A structured blazer can elevate a $10 t-shirt. A clean pair of nude pumps goes with almost everything. Don't underestimate the power of a good tailor. A perfectly fitted piece can transform the way you carry yourself. So what's the goal? Create a wardrobe that whispers elegance and does not screams for attention. Tip 2, keep your style simple, clean, and polished. A classy woman embraces simplicity as power. Her look is never overdone, but always intentional. She avoids excess that could include too many patterns, too many accessories, or overly trendy pieces. Instead, she opts for clean silhouettes, thoughtful details, and subtle accessories that enhance rather than distract. Keep in mind, less is more. Not because you're hiding, but because your presence speaks louder than anything you wear. Example: instead of loud logos or overly busy prints, a classy woman might wear a monochromatic look with a delicate gold necklace and a structured handbag. Her nails are neat, her hair is styled, and there's always an element of effort. Not for others, but for herself. A polished appearance tells the world, I respect myself, and I move with intention. Tip 3, speak with grace, confidence, and thoughtfulness. The most elegant women aren't the loudest in the room, but when they speak, people lean in. Why? Because their words are chosen with care. They're articulate without being arrogant, honest without being harsh, warm without being fake. A classy woman listens more than she talks. She knows the power of silence, and she never uses her voice to dominate, only to connect, uplift, and express with authenticity. Example: whether it's a heated discussion or a casual dinner conversation, she maintains her poise. Instead of interrupting, she lets others finish. If she disagrees, she does so with respect, never ridicule. Her voice reflects her values: calm, clear, confident. Words are energy. Choose them with grace. Tip 4, cultivate feminine energy. Being classy isn't just about how you look. It's about how you feel in your own skin. A woman who owns her feminine energy walks into a room without needing to compete or prove anything. She's magnetic, not because she's loud, but because she's deeply grounded. Feminine energy is warmth, softness, intuition, and flow. It's knowing when to receive, when to lead, and when to simply be. It's a softness that doesn't apologize for itself, and a strength that doesn't need to harden. For example, she takes time for herself, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. She lights candles at night because it soothes her. She nourishes her body with food that feels good, not just looks good. She sets boundaries without raising her voice and leads with empathy. Even in business or conflict, elegance is when your energy walks in before you do. Tip 5, practice daily self-respect and self-care. Classiness starts behind closed doors. It's built in the small moments, how you care for yourself when no one's watching. A truly elegant woman makes self-respect a daily practice, not in a performative way, but as a sacred ritual. That means tending to your hygiene, your home, your habits, and your healing. It means choosing rest over hustle when your body is asking for it. It means setting standards and honoring them even when no one else does. Example, she makes her bed in the morning, not because she has to, but because it sets the tone for her day. She turns off her phone at night because peace matters more than being available. She hydrates. She prays, meditates, or journals. She doesn't gossip, not because she's better, but because her energy is too valuable. A classy woman respects her time, her space, and her soul, and that respect becomes magnetic. Tip 6. She dates with standards, not just feelings. A classy woman doesn't date based on potential. She dates based on patterns. She knows how to enjoy romance, but she never lets chemistry blind her to character. If a man consistently shows up late, speaks poorly about others, or dismisses her boundaries, she doesn't chase clarity. She chooses peace. She's not afraid to be single because she knows the right love will never ask her to shrink. Example, if a guy says, "You're too high maintenance," her response isn't to lower her standards. It's to realize he may not be her match. High maintenance to the wrong person is simply self-respect to the right one. Tip 7. She builds friendships that nourish, not drain. Classy women choose friendships with care. She knows her circle influences her spirit, so she keeps company with women who are warm, wise, and unthreatened by her shine. She doesn't do drama, she doesn't compete, and she doesn't hold on to friendships out of history if they no longer align with her present. Example, she can celebrate a friend's win and still honor her own timeline. No jealousy, no comparison, just genuine support. If the vibe feels heavy, gossipy, or unkind, she doesn't confront with chaos. She simply quietly creates distance because peace is always a priority. Tip 8, she elevates her appearance with ease, not excess. Classy women don't try too hard. Their style says, "I care," but never, "I crave attention." Her elegance shows in the details: clean nails, polished or natural, hair that looks intentionally styled, even if it's a low bun, a signature scent, a soft lip, a graceful posture. She doesn't follow every trend. She curates what flatters her, what feels like her. It's not about being noticed, it's about being remembered. Example, even in sweats, she'll add a touch of effort, like a gold earring or a neat ponytail, because elegance isn't just for events, it's a lifestyle. Tip 9, she protects what she consumes, mentally and emotionally. You become what you absorb. Classy women curate their consumption. She doesn't indulge in toxic reality shows that glorify chaos or scroll aimlessly through gossip blogs, not because she's judgmental, but because she understands what you feed your mind shapes your self-worth. She listens to podcasts that expand her, reads books that challenge her, follows content that empowers, not depletes. Example, she'll still binge a feel-good rom-com or enjoy a playlist that gets her dancing, but she balances fun with fuel. What goes into her mind and heart is intentional because her peace is not up for negotiation. 10. She embodies elegance in every room, not just for show. Above all, a classy woman doesn't just act elegant when people are watching. She's respectful to waitstaff. She says thank you to Uber drivers. She texts back with kindness or communicates when she can't. Her elegance isn't a costume, it's her character. Whether she's on a date, at brunch, or home alone, she brings softness, strength, and self-respect to every moment. Example, if someone disrespects her, she doesn't explode. She exits with grace. Because she knows the most powerful move isn't always clapping back, it's protecting your peace and keeping your crown on straight. Now that you know the 10 essential ways to embody true class and elegance, it's time to live them boldly. Invest in yourself, not just in your wardrobe, but in your confidence and your values. Remember, a quality wardrobe isn't about extravagance. It's about intentional choices that reflect your worth. Keep your style simple yet unmistakably chic. Let your presence speak volumes without shouting, because elegance whispers while power roars softly underneath. Cultivate your feminine energy by embracing your strength and softness. Never apologize for being both. That balance is your secret weapon. Navigate dating and friendships with clear boundaries, grace, and self-respect. Surround yourself with people who uplift your spirit and honor your growth. Carefully curate what you consume, media, conversations, even your own thoughts, because what you allow shapes who you become. These aren't just tips. They are your blueprint to becoming a woman who commands respect and lives with intention. So stand tall, walk with purpose, and live with the courage to be your fullest self. This is your journey. Own it, celebrate it, and never forget. The world needs your kind of classy. You are elegant, you are beautiful, you are powerful.